Hello and welcome to another casted game of Age of Empires 4 spawning. In the color red, we got LaSh playing as the Delhi Sultanate. And on the other side of the map, we got Mahodo playing as the Byzantines. Welcome, everyone, to a very, very special game. Because this game is part of the EGCTV Master Series. The Master Winter Series that's going on right now. Both LaSh and Mahodo, they're trying to qualify, but there's only one spot left to qualify in, and they're in the decider finals that's going on right now. Fellas, make sure you also check out EGCTV every weekend at the moment, as they are hosting their tournament series live over on Twitch. I'm going to make sure to leave links to the YouTube and Twitch channel in the description, so definitely make sure you check them out over there. By the way, speaking of that, also make sure you leave a like on the video. That way it does help out with the traction, with the algorithm here on YouTube, as YouTube does like likes, especially early on in the video. So definitely make sure you do that if you want to help me out there. It's very much appreciated. Anyways, we got ourselves a match going on here. Mahodo currently on match point, leading 2-1 up against LaSh. LaSh in the last game came back with a Sacred Site victory. Is he going to be able to go for the reverse sweep now? We're going to have to wait and see, because this matchup it's actually quite good for the Byzantines. Now, Delhi, I don't want to say that this is like an unwinnable matchup, but it is going to be a tough matchup. It is going to be a tough matchup. Usually, like Delhi, I want to say they don't have any really bad matchups. Tough as in, this isn't like a 60-40 win chance for Delhi. Tough as in, there's like a 45% to 55% win chance for Delhi. By no means do they have no chance here. It's just that this is not going to be like a play it well and you win for free type matchup that Delhi is usually used to. Yeah, I'm taking a jab at Delhi at the moment. They're kind of broken. They're kind of broken right now. Anyways, age up coming in. We are gonna be seeing that Grand Winery coming in from Mahodo. He's gonna be able to get a lot of olive oil from those berries. On the other side, do we have an age up yet from LaSh? No age up coming in yet from LaSh. Is going to be able to age up in just a little bit. And as expected, it is the Dome of the Faith. Fellas, for those of you that don't know why Delhi is so broken at the moment, this is why. This landmark received double buffs, 2 buffs at one point in time that made it absolutely insane. Gonna hover over it. Dome of the Faith, what does it do? Acts as a mosque. Produce scholars at a discount of 65 gold. That's right. 30 seconds, 65 gold, 1 scholar. What does that mean? That means if you constantly produce scholars, you save 130 resources worth of gold per minute. That is absolutely crazy. 130 gold per minute? That is worth like 3.5 villagers. So you're getting a landmark that basically gives you 3.5 villagers. Guess what else gives you like 3 villagers worth? The economic wing age up from the Ayubids, that's 3 villagers. That's not 3.5, that's 3 villagers. That's less. What else gives you like similar value? Let's say the Monza Quarry, that's 2 villagers worth of gold income. This landmark gives you 3.5. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy just how many resources you get out of that. And the thing is, it causes you to constantly produce scholars. You're constantly able to giga heal your army, and your upgrades are gonna be free and coming in some situations quicker than for other civilizations. Other civilization, let's say a blacksmith upgrade, takes like a minute to research. Delhi, if they garrison all their scholars by the time they reach Castle Age and they got like 12-ish scholars, the upgrades come in quicker than a minute. It's absolutely nuts just how strong this landmark is. And LaSh already has enough resources to immediately queue up 2 scholars. So his research timing is going to be very strong. It's definitely going to be very strong. We're going to check in on Mahodo, see what his game plan is. We do see the barracks coming up from him. So he's going to be able to produce some of those Limitanite. Lots of villagers already up on those berries. So we'll also be able to get some mercenaries out in time. Behind this, checking in on LaSh. He is going to be going up with that stable as his first production building. So immediately getting counted out by those Limitanite. Limitanite just in general, like it's a go-to unit for the Byzantines, as it's both really good at dealing with enemy spearmen because they have more health. It's really good at dealing with enemy horsemen because, duh, it's a spearman. And it's also decent at tanking up arrow fire because it has a shield wall ability. So definitely just a unit that you always kind of want to go into early on, or at least there's like few situations where you don't want to go into a limit now. Gonna check in on LaSh. We do have the efficient production upgrade coming in for him, so he is gonna be able to pump those Ghazi Raiders out every 13 seconds. So very, very good production speed on that. We do now also see the first blacksmith coming in. Blacksmith upgrades for LaSh are gonna be also coming in quite quickly. Gonna also take a quick look at the line of sight here. Mahodo at the moment, just scouting around, wants to see what LaSh is doing. On the other side, LaSh, he is also scouting. Scouting out what Mahodo's got going on here. Oh, what is that? Oh my god, sometimes I'm still not quite used to maneuvering with the controller, so sometimes I am hovering over wrong stuff. We do have Limitnai out so far. Longbowman is going to be the mercenary choice here for Mahodo. So we will see a batch of 5 longbows coming in shortly. Limitnai positioned on the berries, positioned on the gold as well. So LaSh, he can't really get any value there with his Ghazi Raiders at the moment. Do we already have a reaction to that now? Do we have an archer range? Archer range is going to be coming in for LaSh. First blacksmith upgrade also on its way. 2 minutes for Iron Undermesh. That's going to be coming in relatively soon. Sanctity also about to complete. 23 seconds remaining, and we do see LaSh now moving out with those scholars. So scholars are gonna start moving onto these 3 sacred sites, and that's where it becomes like really, really tricky when it comes to dealing with the Delhi. Because right now Mahodo, he's got like 12 military units. How is he gonna split those military units up if all 3 sacred sites at the same time start going ding? Like you start hearing the clock on all 3 sacred sites, they're about to be captured up. How do you split up your military units to block all 3? Answer is, you lay down and cry a little bit, because it's going to be tough. First sacred site starts getting captured up. Limitnai are going to pull over to that one. You move your slow-moving infantry over there. Guess what? Next sacred site. Ding comes in. Ghazi Raiders are going to fall back. First archer will need to fall back as well. Ghazi Raider could pull over here in order to block that... that scout, because that scout is actually gonna be able to deny that sacred site capture at this point in time. Mahodo is just gonna be able to park that scout over there, and indeed denial is gonna come in. This is the point in time where we should see LaSh moving his Ghazi Raiders over. At least one Ghazi Raider is gonna move over behind this slow moving infantry. Very slow moving infantry with the longbows. They are moving very slow. He's going to move over here, but that is the first sacred site that is going to get captured up for LaSh now. He's going to add himself some nice passive gold income. At the same time, LaSh's just going to move in over again to the middle sacred site, just when the units from Mahodo are about to reach this one. Oh, left-hand side. There we go. Ding comes in on the other side. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're slow. Your military moves at 1.12 tiles per second. Mahodo is just gonna leave that one Limitnai over here. One Limitnai against a Scholar and a Ghazi Raider. Ghazi Raider can do damage. The Scholar can tank and heal up. Heal. Heal. You might want to pull the Ghazi Raider back, actually. Yeah, there we go. Scholar is gonna be able to tank. There we go. Scholar able to tank. Ghazi Raider is gonna get healed up. Oh no. Oh no. LaSh! LaSh! Ah, he's gonna lose the Ghazi Raider. We're now seeing some horsemen coming in for Mahodo. Is he gonna go for the Scholar? He is gonna go for the Scholar. Scholar is gonna get taken down. Still has the Sacred Side though, and is on triple Sacred Side at the moment. Looks like we have a decap coming in on 2 of the 3 Sacred Sides, but LaSh is getting a lot of gold behind this, and he has massed up a lot of archers as well. Not sure if it's enough archers, but definitely a lot. You need a lot of archers in order to start one-shotting Limitnai. And once you do, once you cleaned up the Limitnai, that's when your own Ghazi Raiders can really start doing damage. Look at that. Scouts now coming out from LaSh. You want to know why? Free Pro Scouts upgrade. Free Pro Scouts upgrade has come in for LaSh, so now he's going to be able to use his Scouts in order to get those deer in. Funnel them underneath his TC. Last Sacred Site about to get decapped. And now we do have a little engagement coming in potentially at the front line. Couple of horsemen moving around as well. And pro scout play is now on the way. LaSh, does he have a market? He doesn't have a market, but he does have a lot of scholars out on the field and in production. Behodo behind this though. Looks like he's gonna try and go for an age up. And LaSh, without the sacred sites, he's not gonna have that passive gold that he needs to go for the follow age up as well. And LaSh should really start going up to the sacred sites again. He is now pushing into the middle of the map with a lot of his own scholars. Is starting to separate them as well. Might want to go for a double sacred site capture again. Behodo, I don't think he wants to contest this at the moment, as he is about to click age up. Already has a couple of farms underneath this TC. Next to Grand Winery as well. It's going to be another sacred site getting captured up. Behodo looks like he is going to try and go for a little raid. Onto the berries of LaSh. We're going to take a look at that. There we go. Scout did move in. Do we have textiles in? Textiles is in for LaSh. So is at the very least going to be able to fight against that one scout. But we have 3 Limit coming in as well. No blacksmith upgrades on them though. But LaSh is nonetheless going to choose to evacuate here from this position. Golden Tower. Golden Horn Tower coming in behind all of this. Scout wants to go for the pro scout play, but is going to get found out there. And LaSh, he's about to find out that his opponent's aging up. He's pushing forward with a lot of military units. I'm not sure if this is going to work out well for him, though, because there's 15 quote-unquote free longbows that are going to be able to defend Behodo's base. Second sacred site, once again captured up for LaSh. Yeah, I think he wants to just go for the age up now. I think that's probably best for him to just go for his own age up now. He does have a lot of scholars, right? So if he goes for the age up, his upgrades will come in really quickly. And if you hit the age up as the Delhi, you immediately unlock like 6,000 resources worth of, well, upgrades worth of resources. 6,000 resources worth of upgrades. That's what you're gonna unlock. Even stealing some of the deer from his opponent, some Ghazi raiders trying to raid. Veterancy came in on the longbows. LaSh trying to age up behind this. Actually, doesn't have that. Okay, never mind. He does have a good amount of gold. Third sacred site should also get captured up behind this. Getting some Varangian guards as well behind this. The infantry mass from Behodo is looking strong right now, but LaSh is going to be able to now follow up with his own age up. And when Delhi reaches Castle Age, they suddenly unlock a lot of upgrades. A lot of immediate strength coming in for him. Now, first religious unit also coming in from Behodo, so he will also want to start getting some of the relics on the map. House of Learning being rushed up right now. 17 villagers working on that. Behodo, he's rushing forward now. He knows that he's on a timing here, on a timer. The time could be running out for him. If LaSh gets the upgrades in on his units, it's going to be kind of rough because all the upgrades are free, right? Like, he's just going to unlock so much free stuff. And LaSh is going to be able to spot the military coming forward here. Do have a lot of scholars inside of the... well, only inside of one mosque here, really, at the moment. So I don't think LaSh is going to get his upgrades in that quickly. LaSh needs to be wary of his army position. Archers taking some fights, taking some good shots against the Limit there. Still has to be careful, though. Has enough archers, though, to start one-shotting the few, actually, Castle Age longbows here. And we do have the fight going on here. Scholars healing up behind this as well. Archers still pushing forward. That's starting to be a little bit dangerous, though. Might be overextending a little bit. But the Limit are getting cleaned up behind this. But a lot of the archers did go down. LaSh, he was at like 30 archers, now down to 10. And there's still a ton of longbows out of the field. Ghazi raiders now pushing forward, though. We are starting to see some crossbows, but still the longbow numbers, they're worrying. They are very worrying right now. Crossbows and men-at-arms going to be the answer from LaSh at the moment. Is it going to be enough, though? Upgrades are going to come in. He's got 3 relics already coming his way as well. At the moment, these men-at-arms, they're not quite tanky enough for this. At least the longbows, they can't like dive through the TC because LaSh can just garrison and the TC can target fire down the longbows. They're not armored. He needs to be careful with his villagers, though. He needs to make sure his TC, at least the villagers around it, are going to be working most of the time. Doesn't have any gold income at the moment. 1 sacred site to his name. Not a lot of gold in the bank. Still actually making scholars behind this. We'll definitely want to start garrisoning these scholars. Either inside of his mosques or inside of his military production buildings, just to get more military out. Veterancy on the archers has come in for him. We're now seeing some knights as well. No crossbows yet from Mahodo. It looks like there is going to be a move through. LaSh, he needs to be careful. Villager goes down. Second villager. Couple of longbows are going to fall as well. LaSh, he hasn't clicked all of the upgrades yet, I feel like. We still don't have upgrades coming in from the gathering buildings. Another fight coming in over here. LaSh, he needs to be so careful with this one, though. There aren't any crossbows from his opponent, so the knights should be able to do a good job. Weak units are getting pulled back for some heals. Crossbows getting targeted down, though. There's one knight that is doing good damage right now to longbows in the back line. Some Ghazi Raiders coming in as well. Looks like Mahodo isn't quite going to be able to finish this off. Now we got the Keelish as well coming in for the men-at-arms, so they're doing +3 melee damage now. Longbow still kiting backward, though. For the time being, LaSh is buying himself a lot of very, very precious time, as he does have pro scouts behind this going for him. But the reinforcements, there's suddenly 24 longbows out at the front. How can... It's Byzantines. Just able to keep flooding in these units. It's crazy. It is crazy. Still a very rough spot. 34 to 40 military. And keep in mind, 14 of the military of LaSh is scholars. Starts to try capturing up some relics again. 3 relics for LaSh, though, so he is getting some good passive gold trickle. Gold is no longer an issue for him. He just needs to make sure to keep producing units now. +2 pierce armor now in queue. How long is that going to take for him? 2 minutes. LaSh, he doesn't have... This mosque is not garrisoned at all right now. And still has a garrison spot over here. He's not getting the upgrades in nearly as quickly as he could. Where are the rest of his scholars at the moment? Definitely some food issues could be coming as well. Talifans, definitely an option here for him as well, especially against this many longbows. Needs to be careful. Villagers on the front side. 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Thanks for the catch over there. There we go. Sacred sites are also getting decapped now behind this, and now our first tower elephant is going to be coming in. LaSh inside of his base. Has to be so careful at the moment. What does Mahodo see here? Doesn't see the villagers in the wood line, so can't quite snipe them over here. LaSh behind this managed to get at least some raids in. Good Ghazi raid coming in now. Has to be careful, though. As now, at the same time, Mahodo is pushing into his base. LaSh will take the fight here, but there's a lot of military force out on the front side from Mahodo. Got a scholar with a relic here. Walalo is going to be coming in. Does pull the aggro. For the time being. Military at the front side. Is this going to be enough for LaSh to hold this? The tower elephant actually doing a great job here. No damage taken from this one. That is absolutely crazy. This tower elephant is just tanking like a champ right now. We're seeing some Landsknechte coming in. Those could get sniped, though. And the tower elephant, as long as it stays alive, it can just get healed up again. Tower elephant able to carry this for LaSh now. Absolutely crazy. Behind this, there's still some raids going on as well in Mahodo's base. Look at that. We still have some Ghazi Raiders over here doing damage. Frontline fight is getting broken off, though. Akratoy defenses was activated now in order to take those Ghazi Raiders down. Still 3 Ghazi Raiders in the back, though. LaSh could still find targets to hit. behind this, though. Mahodo has a very good farm transition going for himself. LaSh, on the other hand side, doesn't have any farms. Instead, we're going to start seeing a keep now. Forward keep coming up. We still have so many scholars, and I just don't know where they are from LaSh. Keep has been put up at the front side, though, and that is something that Mahodo has to realize. Okay, he can't push that in right now. He's going to have to move back. Military, just looking around for more targets, just when LaSh wants to start putting up some walls here. Oh, this is a lot of villagers. There's a lot of villagers. Mahodo. LaSh and Mahodo realize. Where are all the scholars from LaSh? I see 4 here, 2 there. Are they all in the production buildings? There's still a lot of resource for, not resource, upgrades for LaSh that are left to be researched. So he should really start putting more of them into his mosques. Military is kind of crazy right now for Mahodo, just how many units he's got out in force. LaSh, he's not making any military units right now. He's got no food. He needs a farm transition behind this. Finds it really hard, though, to go for it, as his wood line is just being contested the entire time. Ghazi Raiders trying to take a fight there. Elephant coming in as well. 2 sacred sites captured for Mahodo at the moment, 1 for LaSh. Elephant needs to be really careful. Oh, he's gonna get taken down here. The spearmen, they got additional speed now. We do see that tower shields that came in. The tower elephant survives! That's crazy. That is crazy. He survives. That's 1,000 resources worth of value being saved up there. Absolutely crazy. But now first Trebuchet is coming in, and LaSh, he's still in a very hard place right now. His opponent up on 70 military, LaSh sitting on just pretty much 9 at the moment. He's got a tower elephant, 4 crossbows, 2 Ghazi Raiders to his name. He does have 3 relics. He is just now getting a farm transition out, but it just feels like it's a little bit too slow. These walls came up a little bit too slow as well. Villagers on the front line need to be really, really careful. LaSh, he sees the military coming in. LaSh, he needs to pull the villagers. That's a lot of villagers going down now. LaSh able to replenish from his TC, as his TC is acting like another... Well, his keep is acting like another TC, courtesy of that village fortress upgrade. But there it is. Trebuchet now unpacking. First shot is going to be coming in. This means that LaSh is going to have to really start producing a lot more military. We still have some slide raids going on in Mahodo's base, but it's just 2 Ghazi Raiders. They're not killing any villagers at the moment. Villagers evacuating to the other wood line now. Keep looks like it's just getting surrendered right now by LaSh. Could pull some villagers at least to repair that. It's up on 17 scholars at the moment. More crossbows in queue now, more horsemen as well. Men-at-arms coming in as well. There are a good amount of units there as well. That's the crossbows here. Getting cleaned up at that front side. 2 sacred sites captured up. Do have 1 crossbow confusing, or rather distracting, some units over here in the back. Still, very good food income, very good olive oil income at the moment for Mahodo. So he's just really, really in a good spot right now. Double Trebuchet starting to destroy that keep. And just a couple of men-at-arms there give Mahodo all the vision that he needs to know that his opponent has no military out. Pretty much no military. More farms coming in for LaSh. He needs to start repairing the keep. He has 400 stone in the bank. He needs to have like 5 villagers repair that keep. 6 villagers. With 6 villagers, he could out-repair the 2 trebuchets. And you're right, LaSh still has no economy upgrades going for him. And now the forward keep. LaSh, he didn't click the upgrades. He didn't have his scholars in the right buildings. How many scholars does LaSh have? Where are they? I gotta check, like, where are they? 1. There's 1 here. That's all the scholars out. All the other scholars are inside of the buildings that he's not even actively building from. He did put them in the mosque now, but he's still not getting the upgrades. How long would it take to get the upgrade? 1 minute 47 seconds with 9 scholars garrisoned. It's just not going to be enough. Villagers getting found out on the stone as well. And I think we're about to witness the end. The forward keep now comes in. A massive amount of military flooding through from Mahodo. And this just doesn't look like something that LaSh can defend with 20 military units. And there we see it. The 3 trebuchets coming in as well. The military flood coming through from Mahodo. Scholars getting pulled. We're getting some aggressive will low inside the base from Mahodo as well. Keep goes up. And there's just no way to hold this now. This massive amount from Mahodo, this massive military force, able to just kill anything in their way. Even the elephant is going to be no match for them. And that means that Mahodo is going to be able to qualify. He's going to be able to qualify for the EGC Masters Winter event. GG gets called. And just like that, LaSh has to tap out. And Mahodo, he's going to be through.